What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on a USB capture card that I picked up from Amazon for only $15, and I will have this link down below if you want to pick it up yourself. And today I'm either going to be recommending this product or I'm going to recommend another product. So watch to the end to find out how this does. And over on the side here it says that it's a USB 2.0 device, so we'll see if that affects the video recording performance in any way. And on the back here, here's the description of the device, and here are the features, which include 4K input resolution capture, not 4K output resolution, so it can't record 4K. It supports outputting 1080p 30, we'll be testing that out. It supports 810/12 bit color depth, and it is supported on Windows, Android, Mac OS, and some other devices. And it also does not require any external power because it just draws power right from the USB port on the device itself. And opening up the box here, we are featured with a nice manual here. And on this page here, we'll have a nice description of the device, talking about how it can record both audio and video. It's going to have a summary of the features as well and some of the specs of it. And here's some of the different ways to connect your device. And here's how to record with a generic recording software. Here's how to record with OBS. And here's how to use an Android tablet to record the audio and video rather than like a Windows desktop or a Mac. And in this video today, we're going to be using OBS to record my Xbox 360. And I'll be showing you all how to set up that. And I'll be testing both the 720p and the 1080p. And we'll be seeing if either of them has a big difference on the level of recording quality. Closing up that manual there, we can see what else is in the box. Next up, we have our adapter here, which, as you can see, it is a very small adapter, and it takes in the HDMI like I was talking about, and then it outputs as USB to your computer so that it can be recorded with OBS or generic recording software. And I'll go ahead and compare this to a regular USB, and you'll be able to see how small this actually is. This right here is a regular USB 2.0 device. And here's the video capture card, so it's basically no bigger than a USB drive, which is pretty cool. And we'll see if this small form factor affects its performance in any way. And the last thing in the box is a very nice USB-A to USB-C adapter, and this is very handy for newer devices such as Androids with USB-C on them, or if you want to record on a MacBook. And just connects together like so. And this device is even more cross-compatible than it was before now that it has USB-C on it, so that is a very nice feature that they added for only $15. Now that's the unboxing there, let's hop over to the setup. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to connect up this HDMI video capture device to my Xbox, which I'll be recording video off of, and I'll be plugging this USB right into my PC. So all I'll need here is I'll need an HDMI cable coming from my Xbox. Once you get that cable there, just plug it right into the input on your adapter. Then plug the USB part in your PC, just like so. Once you've connected your video capture device, all you'll need to do is open up a recording software such as OBS, then go down to the bottom where sources are, go over to video capture device, then click on OK, and then under device, you're just going to want to select USB device. And if your HDMI device has not been turned on yet, you'll just see colors like this indicating that there's no signal. So you're going to want to go ahead and turn on your HDMI device, and in this video here, I'm just going to be using my Xbox 360. And as you can see, the HDMI signal from my Xbox is now inputted onto my monitor. And in here, we're going to go over to the Xbox settings. So on your HDMI device, make sure that you have the correct display settings selected. I'm going to go ahead and use 720p so I can record in 720p 60. Then make sure you save those settings. And now over in OBS, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that you have 720p selected or 1080p depending on what you're going for with this first time. So to edit those settings, just click on the settings wheel. Then scroll down and then you'll see resolution, FPS type, and then select on custom. And then select the resolution you set your HDMI device to. For me, it's 1280 by 720. And then just click on 60 FPS because that's what this records in for 720p at least. With 1080p, it records in 30 FPS. And once you've selected all that, just click on OK. And then if your window is like not sized right, you can just drag it out to fit the screen. And you are now recording your screen in that selected resolution. And for me, that's 720p 60. And as you can see, it looks really good. And I will have some demo videos coming up shortly of just the direct capture. And I'll be playing some classic Halo 3 in those captures, just to show you the performance of this card. And I'll also be recommending if it's worth it or not. Oh, and as I mentioned before, this card does support audio recording too. In order to capture the audio from the USB capture card, you actually need to add a whole nother device under your sources here. And this device is going to be called audio input capture. So just go down to the plus again and click on audio input capture. Click on OK to create the new one, and then go over to device, and in device here, here's where you'll select your USB digital audio. And this is how it's going to record the audio from the USB capture card. And now you'll hear the audio with the recording. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this recording, and I'll be throwing up the 720p gameplay on screen pretty shortly. Alright guys, we're now over on my Xbox 360, and like I said before, this is recording in 720p 60, and I will also have this marked on the screen just so you know what this is, because I will be recording 1080p 30 right after this. And for this demo here, I'm going to be playing Halo 3, and now I'm going to do some gameplay in 720p 60 to show you how it performs. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 2 to 3 minutes of gameplay for 720p 60 with the sound, and I'm also going to do like 2 to 3 minutes of gameplay with 1080p 30, just so you can get a good feel about this adapter's performance.
Break off, now! Watch yourself! Lost the thruster! Hang on! Get a hold of her! Negative! We're going down! Break off, now! Watch yourself! Lost the thruster! Hang on! Get a hold of her! Negative! We're going down! Break off, now! Watch yourself! Lost the thruster! Hang on! Get a hold of her! Negative! We're going down!
And from my HDMI device's settings, I am now going to go ahead and select the next resolution that I'm going to be testing, which is 1080p 30. And once you have changed those settings there, you're now going to want to go into the video capture device settings on OBS, and then change them to 1080p. And then do 30 FPS, because that's all this thing can record. And resize the window as well. And now I'm going to go ahead and do another 2 to 3 minute segment of some gameplay on Halo 3 in 1080p 30. And here's Halo 3 being recorded in 1080p 30, and I don't know if you can tell, but I could definitely tell that this is much sharper, and 30 FPS honestly doesn't look that bad for video recording. But if you're going to be doing a lot of gaming, you might want to go with 720p 60 for this adapter, just so that it's 60 FPS and it'll look a little smoother to the viewer.
Break off, now! Watch yourself! Lost the thruster! Hang on! Get a hold of her! Negative! We're going down!
And yeah, that's some gameplay right there of 720p 60 and 1080p 30. So in conclusion, I highly recommend this card. It supports 1080p 30 and possibly 1080p 60 recording. I have not tried 1080p 60 yet, and it seems like this thing's sweet spot is 720p 60. And this thing is literally 15 bucks, or 15 to 20 depending on where you get it from. And it is a very small form factor card, and it's literally perfect for anyone who wants to get into video recording or video capturing, or if you would much rather use a card like this over just basic screen recording software on your desktop or Mac or whatever. And I will have this link down below. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and if any of you would like the 720p and 1080p files, I will gladly link them down below, so just let me know.